Welcome to Whisky Club HQ. I'm Jonnie Edwards, the whisky specialist for the Whisky Club, and we've got Ian, the global brand ambassador for Glenfarclas here today.
Yeah, it's great to be here, and I'm very impressed now with this amazing bottlings you've done for Whisky Club members.
Obviously here to talk about the 2012 vintage.
Very proud to be standing here with this bottle in front of me. The last time I've seen this whisky was actually at the distillery in the vat before it was getting down to our bottling hall.
Should we crack on and pour out a glass?
Yeah, I think it's always good to do some quality control, you know.
So is anything unique outside of the sherry casks in the process for Glenfarclas?
In the production process, we're very traditional now. We're family owned today. 5th generation, John Grant, our chairman. He's living in the family home, the same home as his father, grandfather, great-grandfather, just 50 metres from the distillery. So John keeps a pretty tight ship. Now, he doesn't like change. Quality, not quantity, is something we're always very sort of focused on at Glenfarclas. Our stills, we're the last distillery in Scotland to have all their stills direct fired. And that gives, I think, a little bit of sweetness coming from there as well. We were established in 1836. It's been in the same family since 1865, where we started as a farm, slowly building up, warehousing. When I joined in 1991, we had 20 warehouses. Just this week, basically, we just started production from our summer silent season, and we'll be starting to fill up warehouse number 42, 3, 4, and 5 and 6. I'm very proud to stand here with this glass, which was created basically by our production manager, Callum Fraser. He was tasked with basically getting the flavour profile. It was a pretty tough list you gave us. It wasn't just about throw a few casks together and it'll be fine. Trying to achieve colour as well, because Glenfarclas, always natural colour. We never add caramel to any of our whiskies. So you've got basically the pure product. It's 51.7%. So it's not cask strength, but it's not at your sort of standard 43%. And I think that strength just gives again the balance. You've got the power of the alcohol, but it's surprisingly smooth. I think we're always talking about sort of like an apple there now, that sort of fruitiness. Typical Glenfarclas now, a little bit sort of the toffee sort of caramel sort of aromas as well. And again, it's a glass that you can take your time. And sometimes you get a whisky and it's a little bit maybe aggressive, but this is something that, yeah, I can sort of make friends with you for quite a while there.
I think one thing with this, the viscosity and the creaminess shows through really prominently. And like you said, those toffee notes and those apple notes as well really bounce off those caramel flavours underpinning the whole lot.
Yeah, it's just a mouthful of flavour.
And I've been a massive fan of Glenfarclas for, I guess, quite some time.
Yeah, I can see with the t-shirt here. So.
Outside this particular vintage, is there any vintage that you particularly enjoy from Glenfarclas?
From the core range, my favourite's the 21-year-old. If there was a bottle of 21-year-old, bottle of this, I think we'd be going here for sure.
Talking about our relationship with the Whisky Club and Glenfarclas, it was the first distillery to actually put the Whisky Club label on. That's dating back 6 years now for our relationship, which is amazing. And
I think we're building a real good relationship here, and we can see that also with the volume of whisky that you guys are consuming. So long may that continue.
It's an absolute belter of a whisky. I think when we first got the bottles in, we were so impressed about what you guys have been able to deliver, and it's just, like I said, quintessential Glenfarclas at the end of the day.
John Grant, our chairman, I remember giving him a glass from one of the initial the vatting samples we did, and he was sort of nosing it, and he was a bit upset with Callum. He actually thought Callum used too many of our best sherry casks for this.
I mean, it's great to hear from our side, to be honest. Yeah. Very proud that Callum's been able to do that for us.
Yeah. Slàinte mhath.
Slàinte.